Everyone enjoys getting out on the town for some live music. And there's nothing like going backstage and down the hall for a VIP pass to the inside information and interviews with the bands, singers, and songwriters that you enjoy. Welcome to Hall Around Town Radio's Backstage Hall Pass, a showcase of homegrown talent, mixing independent music with personal interviews and a behind-the-scenes look at our music community. Backstage Hall Pass is your front row center seat to some great conversation with the area's most talented artists. Whether you like rock, blues, folk, country, or R&B, Backstage Hall Pass delivers you a daily dose of the stories behind the music. And now, here's the host of our show, Scott Hall.
All right, here we go, everybody. Welcome to the program. On a Tuesday, it's Top 5 Tuesday here at Hall Around Town Radio, and we're going to get right into the program today because I've got a special guest joining me via cell phone. Yes, via cell phone, since she didn't want to put her face on here live. She's afraid I'd put a cupcake picture up of her or something. I don't know. So we're having some fun today. Welcome to the program today, ladies and gentlemen. Marci from Mr. Boros Tavern. How you doing, Marci?
I'm great. How's everybody else?
Hey, we're all doing all right. We're going to let some people catch up with the live show here as we move into this thing. And we're going to talk a bit about your event on Sunday, and then we're going to give a grand total announcement here, at least this far, right? You never know when more donations might come in.
Yeah, there's more donations coming in. So, but yeah, I've got a pretty good idea of the grand total so far.
All right. And I think it's going to be a good one. That's just my prediction. You know what it is, so I know you're ready to give this announcement. But let's
exceeded my expectations, so pretty excited.
Let's talk about the event though itself, and let's talk about what a great day it was, despite Mother Nature starting out a little bit cold. It was a fantastic day, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, Rick and I were really surprised how many people came through, and the bar stayed busy all day long, and
it's far, right?
It was fun.
I had to turn something down there. Yeah, you stayed busy inside most of the morning, and it was nice to move the boys from Until Rust inside so everybody could stay a little warmer. That wind was brutal. Yeah,
it was so windy in the beginning of the morning. Rick and I were driving there about 9 a.m, and I made a phone call to Shane, and we're like, we're moving you in. So he was pretty excited. He was excited about that. So him and Rob. So it worked out perfect. Perfect.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that was nice of them to be inside. I had an unfortunate cancellation from Stoney Doparella that day due to illness, but they got it covered. They got it covered. Shane and Rob played later, and Mr. Garwood and company from Velvet Crush jumped on the stage earlier than they were supposed to go on. So everybody was kind of in a giving mood that day, just helping as much as they could.
Yeah, absolutely. Even Chris Thompson came out and played keyboard for Velvet Crush. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and the best laid plans can turn into an absolute craziness there, which it did at the last minute. I mean, Dave Garwood was scrambling; his brother was ill, trying to get somebody to play keyboards, and then Chris Thompson came in, did a great job of that. It was so much fun. A lot of people saying hi today. I got to check in with the folks real quick here, Marci. Kara saying hi. Dirk Turner. Saying hi to you from Crying Out Loud. And Fran, thanks for being here. If you're out there, guys, let us know. If you're out there, please say hey to us. Patrick O'Neill has joined us as well. Chris Thompson just joined us. So hi, Chris, and thanks for a great show on Sunday, buddy. And
hi,
Chris. Let's talk about putting together an event like this, Marci. People don't realize the amount of work that goes into the pre-planning of one of these and making sure everything happens the way it's supposed to, and then being able to pick up the pieces if it doesn't and just make it happen anyway. So you worked really hard to put this thing together, and you had a ton of support from local vendors and people like that. Can you mention some of them?
We sure did. We had quite a few. We had Heather's Cafe, Heather Sokola. We had Warped Wing, we had Crooked Handle, we had The Barrel, we had Amy Please, who was out there selling her goodies from Speakeasy Sweets, We had a lot of friend sponsorships, honestly, that came in, family members that we had known for a long time. I know I'm going to forget some.
Well,
we had wet paint. We had so many. And as a matter of fact, I opened my notes here, which I should have open to begin with. I will be able to mention more.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'll name them. Denny Cottle, Centerville Financial Group. We had Lee Mershad, Chicks with Wicks. David Weiss, Wendy Gullet. Let's see. Those are some of the volunteers. We had Brian Pohl. We had Wet Paint, Warped Wing, Barrel, Amy Zahora, Miami Valley Restaurant Association. We had 9/8 Central. We had Jessica, Hi-Fi Honey, Game Day, Eves Inc., Keith Sperling from Motor City Brewing. We had the Patent Insurance Group, Glenn Hopper, Spring in the Berg, and I think I just covered them all. I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, I didn't mean to put you on the spot and make you have to do your list, but I just pulled the list up in front of me too that we used for announcements that day, and we had the Hensley Wolf family also that was in there. Game Day with its table sponsors, just a ton of people that support each other. And when you mention all those venues that supported you, and we had band sponsors, there were a whole bunch of people just sponsoring the patio alone with $1,000 donations each, which I thought was just amazing. The Albrecht family and the Shimp family.
Yeah, they're really longtime friends of ours from Alter, the St. Charles and Alter community. And Beth, Danny, and Justin, they were $1,000 donation, and so was the Shimp family. So that was pretty awesome.
Well, we need to mention just a couple more people before you give your big total, and I'm not going to keep you today. I know you've probably deserve a well-deserved break after all this that's gone on for the weekend. But let's talk about the music. That's what we do on this show anyway. And first of all, Until Rust, kicked it off, and never do they disappoint. And they're such flexible guys too. I mean, here they are. They come in. They weren't planning on setting up a PA. They do that. They jump on the stage and proceeded to play an awesome 3-hour set.
Yeah, that was, they always roll with the punches. And, I have to mention too that they donated all of their tips right back. So that was really cool as well. They're great guys. Love Rob and Shane to death. So that was pretty awesome.
And, there's Belinda and Krista also helping that are part of their families. It's just, when they go into something, they get in with both feet. I mean, they do it, they take part in it. And like Shane said, he was like, yeah, we'll play extra, it's okay. We'll fill in. And that's really cool, Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah.
So we had the Until Rust guys, and then Velvet Crush hit the stage outside, and you had a big PA system set up in this big tent. And I know in the morning you were a bit in the I hate to call it, but the panic mode with the wind and whether the tent.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, whether the tent was going to end up somewhere in Carlisle or not because of the wind.
Yeah, that was like a, Dorothy moment where you think everything's going to blow away. So, that was a little scary.
Hey to the guy. Hi, Joyce O'Neill from the Springboro Chamber, by the way. Chad Ray, thanks for being here. Party Town in the house. Glenn's on the YouTube channel. Thanks for checking in today, guys. We're talking to Marci from Mr. Boros Tavern, and we're talking about her big event. And Marci, real quick before we're talking Velvet Crush, and then they killed it. They did a great job. But how about that mashup between Kevin McCoy band and Ashley Martin?
Yeah, that was something else. I absolutely loved it. Kevin, Lee, Eric, Caleb, and Ashley. I mean, it's just amazing to me. These musicians are talented. They're so talented. They can, not even practice, get together, and it just killed it. I mean, Ashley played her new song that she just released today, which was phenomenal. And the guys sang right along with her. And I mean, it was just awesome. Really can't say enough about about them all.
Yeah, it's like they've been doing it for years together, and they're up there on the stage making it happen. It was an incredible show with the folks. And, anytime you put either one of those artists on stage, you're going to have a great show. And then mash them up together like you like to do a lot. Just made it even more of a special moment. And, who knows if they'll ever play again together. But, that was a one chance thing. And it was so cool. And, like we said, it was just a wonderful day out there. Finally, it warmed up, got a little nice outside. People came out. The garage door was up. They could hear the sound from outside inside the venue. Yeah. And you gave away a ton of stuff, too. You gave away gift cards. And, you're generous people. You really are.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate that. That's always fun to do. I mean, we like to give back to our patrons and people that have been coming in for years. And it's always fun to raffle off the gift cards back. And I do want to mention one thing as well. I have to thank Kevin McCoy for setting me up with his sound guys. They came almost 2 hours away, and, the price they gave me was ridiculous because they knew, good ridiculous, not bad ridiculous. $350 they charged me for all day long, 2 hours away. Just great guys. And they really helped us out. So that was awesome too.
Yeah. And it takes a village to put one of these on. You had tons of volunteers. You had people that just stepped up, worked in the cold outside, serving beer outside. Your staff is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
I watched Leanne sell tickets on the lottery boards, and man, she should do that full time. That should be her real job.
Yeah, I couldn't believe when you guys told me the total. I'm like, what? So that was killer. Yeah,
it was awesome. Great. So let's get to this thing. You raise money for the Harry Clevenger Scholarship Foundation. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And just a little background. Harry passed away at a young age, and he's Marci's nephew. And there was a strong family connection to obviously to all this all day long, and the family all there. Your family is such nice people, and they had a great time working this event and had a great cause. It's a tough thing to lose somebody, obviously, but when you can give back like this, I think that's so important that the memory lives on. And man, you made it happen. Everybody was being so generous that day with their money, and they're playing the raffles and all those things. So anything else you want to say about that before we give this big grand total?
Yeah, just to thank everybody who came out. And
did I lose you?
It's emotional. It is.
Well, and I get that. I understand that. It's emotional for you. It's emotional for your family, obviously your sister. And that's just, let's just get to this positive part of this thing. You want to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about what you raised in one day. I should say it's more than one day, because there was a lot of ground pounding that took place before this to get sponsorships and such. But let's give that total so far in this event at Mr. Boros Tavern for your 5th anniversary party.
Yeah, so the grand total so far is $21,764.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? $21,764. I've got it up on the screen also, Marci, so they can see that. That is so far.
Crazy. Yeah.
And if you're listening today and you hear this and you want to give a little more to the cause, there's a Venmo that you can do as well, and we'd love to have you do that. If you want, donations can be made to Venmo at Harry Clevenger Scholarship Fund on Venmo. So that's out there as well. And Marci, hats off to you, man. You guys pulled a great one again. Another great party, another great event, not only for the scholarship, but for your patrons who you appreciate so much, I know.
Yeah, the whole weekend was just awesome. 3 days of great bands, great music, great people. And I do have to mention one more thing, and I greatly, greatly appreciate Mr. Scott Hall for helping, and the raffles and just everything you did that day was so appreciated by Rick and and I cannot thank you enough. You always come through, and I really appreciate it.
Well, we'll always be there. Mr. Boros is like home for us. It's, and I mentioned it on the show a lot, guys, 5 minutes from the house. And it's a great place for me to go see live music and to do the trivia thing on Tuesdays. And that's what we're going to do tonight. So I'll be in there tonight. I bet, though, I'm going to not see you because you need a night off.
I do. I do. I'm resting because tomorrow, we have to prep for St. Patty's Day celebration. So, yeah, I'm going to try to take it easy today and then jump right back in, tomorrow and this weekend. So,
you never do things easy, do you? You do it with a time change the night before and a 90-mile-an-hour wind in the morning, and then you go right into St. Patty's Day. I don't know, but that's an amazing total. 21,764 guys. Give them a round of applause out there, people. Come on, throw them a little love in the comments. Do something. Mr. Boros Tavern making it happen. And there's going to be a lot of kids that benefit from this scholarship you give, right?
Yeah, there sure is. We're really excited about that. I know we didn't really touch on that, but just really quick, we'll be giving away $2,000 scholarship in Harry's name to Springboro High School students who are graduating this year, and also to Franklin students, which is where Harry went. He had a lot of Springboro friends as well. And just students who embody Harry's spirit. And we're starting to get the essays in. As a matter of fact, I was reading one prior to this phone conversation. So it's going to be really nice for my sister and her husband and our whole family to read these and choose the recipients. And I think in a way it's a way to help heal. So we're excited.
Well, Marci, I thank you so much for letting us break the news today. And thank you for allowing me to be part of that event and host some of those giveaways and all the things that we did and announce the bands. I appreciate that so much as well. It's great being part of your Mr. Boros family. I mean, it's a great bunch of people, guys. If you haven't been there, staff's amazing. Just go check it out.
Yeah, thanks to our staff, man. They rocked it. So appreciate everything, Scott.
No problem, my dear. I'll let you go. Get some rest, will you? At least till tomorrow. All right.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for being here, Marci. Guys, we've been on the phone with Marci from Mr. Boros Tavern. Hats off to her and Rick on 5 years of business in Springboro, bringing the local music community a whole lot of great bands. And we appreciate what they do. And that event I took part in, there was a whole outpouring of love, kindness, giving, all that went on that day. So that's what we wanted to intro the show with today. I've only got one more thing to add to the show. We're not going to do Top 5 Tuesday. We just don't have time to get it in today, but I would like to hear from you. I want you to chime in, if you will. And Kevin McCoy, thank you for a great show on Saturday as well, my friend. Let's chime in on this one. You heard us if you were on yesterday. We talked about Dolly Parton backing out of her nomination to the Rock Hall of Fame. I want to hear some comments from you. Anybody out there want to throw some comments at us? Here's Dolly's statement. I'll throw it up on the screen if you haven't seen it. And to paraphrase the whole thing, basically she said, hope the Rock Hall will understand. And, that she backed out of it because she's not a rocker. And that took a great stance. And I appreciate her so much for that. Dolly Parton's a class act. She really is. So if you've got comments on that, throw them in. We got a couple minutes here and we'll do that. And Kevin McCoy, man, I can't tell you how much I value your friendship and the fact that you play some damn good music, my friend, and your band is killer. And that collaboration with Ashley was just off the hook. So thank you for that on Sunday, even though it was cold out there a little bit, you guys did it well. And certainly, yes, Scotty Long, happy Kill Your Liver week. It's been that way all last week. It's 2 weeks worth. We are going to be out on St. Patty's Day. We'll do our show tomorrow, Who's Playing Out, instead of on Thursday this week. So you get a chance to see who's playing out on St. Patty's Day. We do miss our friend Pat Flanagan. It's been a long time. But Pat Flanagan used to put on the greatest St. Patty's party. He set the standard for St. Patty's parties. And this year we'll be over at the Dublin Pub, hanging out a little bit. Hey, Bob Flanagan. Good to see you. Speaking of Flanagans, good to see you. Bob used to work the door every year at the St. Patty's celebration down at Flanagan's Pub and did some fun stuff together with us there. And we'll leave it at that, right, Bob? I guess we should leave it at that. And what else we got? Scotty Long giving Kevin McCoy a big shout out. And Marci said, hit her goal, did it over 20 grand. Yes. And it was a pleasure to be part of that. Anytime you need that, we're there for you. You know that. But hi, Eddie. Thank you for dropping by today. If you missed that earlier, guys, and we need to get an annual photo. Are you going to be somewhere, Bob? Let me know where you're going to be, my friend. If we do need to get our annual photo. 7 West throwing a shout out into Kevin McCoy there. But let me throw that in here again. The grand total at Mr. Burroughs on Sunday for the Harry Clevenger Scholarship Fund, making $21,764, far surpassed what Marci thought she was going to do. So rocking great time. If you want to give, you can still give though. Hit them up on Venmo, Harry Clevenger Scholarship Fund, and you can do that. So if you're interested in giving, there's a way you still can. Hell, put it over 25,000. That'd work. That would work well. It really would. All right. That's all we got today, people. Hope you had a great day. Let me remind you one more time. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock, instead of Wednesday with the band, all the programming's kind of been screwed up this week. But instead of Wednesday with the band, we'll bring you Who's Playing Out, brought to you by Froggies in Monroe, Ohio. Hop, skip, and a jump down the highway from Dayton and from Cincinnati as well. And we'll be bringing you some wonderful list of who's playing out, not only for St. Patty's Day, but through the entire week. We'll take it Wednesday through Wednesday this week with the list. We're getting our list put together now and hope to see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock on the show. There will be no programming on Thursday because I'm going to go out and enjoy myself on St. Patty's Day without working this year. That's just selfish. I know, selfish. It is. Thanks for the comment on Dolly. Appreciate that. And I will be, Scotty Long, hitting different locations up as we go through the day with a DD, of course. Please be careful if you're out there on St. Patty's Day, people. Don't drink and drive. I just got to say that disclaimer. Please don't drink and drive. Steve Stein, thanks for being here. Guys, thanks so much for joining us today. And again, how about a nice, big, giant, superb round of applause for Marci and Rick from Mr. Boros Tavern and their staff for an absolutely wonderful, wonderful fundraiser on Sunday. Yes, there we go. Give them a round of applause, people. Absolutely. Super job. Thanks also to all the sponsors. There were huge sponsors and the music community coming together as well, sponsoring bands. And Marci mentioned those in the show as well. So thanks for being here, guys. We appreciate you. And yes, I didn't see what that said, Scotty Long. It popped off too quick. But there you go. Thanks for watching today, guys. We'll see you next time. All Around Town Radio tomorrow. Tune in for Live at 5 on a Wednesday tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Bringing you the best musicians and venues in the tri-state. It'll be happening. And, I love Kevin McCoy. I do. I play his songs all the time. We're going to leave you with a little bit of Blue Collar today. Thanks, Kevin McCoy, for being a part of that great event this weekend. We'll see you next time, people.
I got my baby. Yeah, we're gonna smoke 'em if you got 'em. Get my 40 hours plus some OT. This one's going up to you and me. Yeah. Here's to the blue collar, the black collar, stretching that dollar working class. The toughest nails, the roughest hell. Work hard, play hard, and kicking ass. Ain't looking for a rowdy crowd, rolling up our sleeves, getting dirty. And guys like us, they're cutting up, and girls all know they're looking pretty. We fire it up when the sun goes down. The only rule we got is no jackasses allowed. Here's to the blue collar, the black collar, stretching that dollar, working class. The tough as nails, the rough as hell. Work hard, play hard, and kicking ass. Ain't looking for no trouble, just getting right. Raise them up and bottoms up, y'all. Here's to the red, white, and blue collar. Here's to the blue collar. Oh yeah, just you and me, just you and me.